What's going on, everybody? My name is Lies of Keel, and welcome to Battlefleet Gothic Armada. This is a game made by around Game Workshop's Warhammer 40K, etc., the tabletop game. And I have played solo skirmish and multiplayer on this, but I mostly played Eldar. And now I'm going to do the campaign, and I'm going to do the campaign on the Ironman mode. What this means is that I can't go back on my saves, I can't save in between. Anything I do is a permanent decision, and therefore if I make a stupid mistake, then it's a stupid mistake I have to live with. So, here we go. We're going to be playing on normal difficulty because I actually have not played the campaign at all.
For 10,000 years, the Imperium of Man has endured under the rule of the immortal Emperor. The worlds of man are scattered across the galaxy, threatened by savage aliens, heretics who defy the Emperor's will, and horrors lurking upon forgotten worlds. It is a time of endless war, selfless heroism, and blackest infamy.
I see fortresses in the stars. A circle of 6, but they sleep yet and must be awakened. Ride upon the storms of chaos. Gather your rivals around you. Send discord and terror throughout 1,000 worlds. Abaddon the Despoiler, War Master of Chaos. You speak in meaningless riddles. What are the fortresses in the stars? Answer me or die now! Stop this foolishness. I have consorted with creatures far more powerful than you. Speak, crone, but I will remember your insolence. Seek the hand of darkness. Take the eye of night. With these, the citadels will be yours to command. A chorus of 1,000,000,000 throats will cry your name in fear and hatred. The stars themselves will run red with blood. If you have the courage for it. War Master.
Captain Spire, Data Log Alpha. Battlefleet Command has lost contact with Orbital Station Aleph in the Naxos system. I'm on my way to investigate.
Sir, we're approaching the location of Orbital Station Aleph.
Captain, the station is surrounded by an asteroid field. I have calculated the best approach for us to pass through it safely.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that intro definitely gave me a Macbeth feel. Looks like Abaddon
Underway.
is gonna be our Macbeth for this this play we're in. But definitely that Moriana, or whoever he was definitely giving me those witches. And I'm pretty sure the chorus of 1,000,000,000 throats isn't gonna be so much what he expects. But as I was saying, I have played the game, so I don't really need this tutorial. Basically, right now they're telling me to right-click to move, etc., which is fine. It's basically like StarCraft and stuff. It's just a normal RTS.
Ahead, Captain. We must maneuver quickly, or it is likely the ship will be damaged.
All available power to the plasma thrusters. We're going to execute a high-energy turn.
Basically, minefields are
functions.
damage over time area where you're crashing into mines, supposedly.
Execute high energy turn.
Like I said, I have played this game a little bit, so I do know the controls. Mostly Eldar, but I also did play a little bit of the Empire.
Resume our course to the orbital station.
Changing course.
But I have not played the campaign. Like I said, this is a blind playthrough of the campaign. But Yeah, you know, in like Macbeth, there was the when the witches tell him about the trees that are going to move on the city, or did they tell Banquo or someone like that?
Damaged.
And
I suggest we move in closer to discover
no, they tell
what
Macbeth that,
happened.
and it's basically like, oh, you know,
Yes, Admiral.
you'll never lose your rule until the trees march on your
Captain,
castle, and
we can reach the
he's like,
station
oh,
faster
so I'll
by
never
pushing
lose
the
it because
engines to
trees
the
don't
steam
march,
or
and
head
really
full.
the army used trees as a disguise. So now we can execute a full burn. That's going to make us travel faster, and if you hadn't noticed, this meter right here will go down as we use our fuel. But I'm pretty sure that chorus of a billion throats are not going to be so happy with him, which I know he did say fear, but
Course plotted.
I'm pretty sure it's not what he's going to expect. But we are the Empire, and we're going to crush them
Cruising
rebels,
speed
them
set.
heretics. And we ran out of fuel, so now we have to wait. We can't do anything until it turns green, I think. I might have to go all the way up to the top, I don't remember. It has been a while
It
since I
seems
played
like
the
the
game.
station has been attacked recently. The enemy may still be lurking around.
Couldn't tell.
Sir, I recommend dispatching some of the ship's armsmen to board Orbital Station Aleph and report on what they find. Your orders.
Alright, so basically this is where this thing right here, this is a boarding action that will let you
Boarding
launch
parties underway,
troops
Captain.
in physical missiles onto places.
We're seeing several weapon impacts and signs of explosions on the bulkheads. We've found the command center.
Yeah, I couldn't tell that there was a fire or an explosion from the outside.
The station's command crew. They're all dead.
Act cautiously, Sergeant. I have a bad feeling about this.
Sir, we found a
Then
survivor.
why'd you send him in there?
Sir, the station is a trap. We're under attack by traitor forces.
Captain, a
Baited
defense
so
platform on the
hard.
station has
So
activated
hard.
and is targeting our vessel. Broadside macro cannons ready to fire on your order, sir.
Alright. So it
We are
looks
the
like we
Imperial
need
Navy.
to... Is it not gonna let
For the
me...
Emperor!
There we go. Sorry, it has the controls grayed out, so it
Orders
just wanted me
received.
to select it. So basically,
Engines hot.
we're just gonna cripple this thing. We haven't even lost any health. We do have shields as the Empire. That is one thing
Understood.
that I like about the Empire, is they do have shields.
Target destroyed,
But,
Captain. We blew it
Like,
to pieces.
the orcs don't have shields, but they're really, really healthy
took 'em
ships.
I'm picking up some strange signals in the nearby gas cloud.
Setting course. Engines hot.
Probably gonna go right past these guys and launch off a boarding action on whoever is the first one, unless they have shields. I think these guys are part of the Empire, so they might have
the
shields.
Signals. They're iconoclast destroyers.
Nope, they're
Chaos
chaos,
ships.
I think.
This sector is a long way from the Eye of Terror. What could they be after here?
Whatever their reasons, Captain, these heretics must be destroyed at once.
We're gonna fire on that guy,
Captain,
and then
consulting the
once...
ship's cogitators and machine spirit can help guide you in making tactical decisions in battle.
Understood.
We're gonna blast on by them.
Cruising speed set.
And are we in range? No.
Underway. Orders received.
We have to get really close.
Master
We have to get
Gunner,
really close.
we
We're
need to
gonna-
direct additional power to the targeting cogitators to increase our weaponry's accuracy.
Awaiting orders. Lock on
Okay,
target.
so now they're giving us some deck commands that we can use. Those basically give us certain specific buffs.
Course
This one
plotted.
makes it so that we're more accurate, we're more likely to crit, I think, is what it does. Accuracy of the ship is rated by 20.
Changing
Critical
course.
chances are increased by 100%. Yep. So that's basically each of these have their one
Well done,
specific
crew.
function.
Captain, the auger arrays are reporting more enemy signals. Many more.
A gigantic Chaos fleet. There's no way we could survive fighting them head-on. Contact the High Command immediately.
Unable to do so, Captain. All communications are jammed. Captain, there may be a way for us to escape and warn Port Moore. We could risk an emergency warp jump.
It's risky to
Do
engage
it.
the warp engines this close to the star's gravitational field. But the Chaos Fleet has us boxed in. Sir, we don't have any
Do it.
other options. Warp engines active.
I mean, we could fight him.
Oh, eternal
I think we could take
God Emperor, preserve us from the dangers of the void.
The void is basically like the tunnel that you warp through. At least as far as I understand it. I was never super big on Warhammer 40K. I haven't read any of the books and stuff. Like I don't know a whole lot of the lore. Oh, dodge that volley. But so that was the tutorial mission. It wasn't very complex. We only had one ship. We didn't do much. And this is the basic currency of the game. It's called renown. You're gonna get renown for when you complete missions. You get more renown for killing enemy ships and such. It works the same way for solo skirmish and multiplayer. And it looks like our ship leveled up. I guess this represents the ship's level, but it also goes on the portrait, so I don't know who actually levels up, but I guess it really doesn't matter. And we have fleet upkeep as well that goes ahead and ticks away at our renown as well, so if we don't actually succeed in doing missions, we could eventually lose out, which would be very costly for us because we are on the Ironman mode. Cutscenes in this game are fantastic.
If what you say is true, Captain Spire, a vast Chaos Fleet is massing for attack. Inquisitor Horst, are you sure of this man?
Maybe we should consider someone else.
Isn't this captain from a planet that rebelled against the Emperor's will?
Enough! His faith will be tested thoroughly.
They're questioning our honor.
The Emperor,
Bastards.
For he is the salvation of mankind. Obey his words, for he will lead you into the light of the future. Honor his servants, for they speak his voice. Tremble before his majesty, for we all walk in his immortal shadow.
Let us begin.
What did they do?
We needed to be certain. The enemy we face is no ordinary foe.
I understand.
You are to be promoted to the rank of Admiral and given command of a fleet.
I will not fail you, Inquisitor.
There is much to do and little time, Admiral Spire. I fear a storm coming to the Gothic sector. One we are not yet prepared to face.
We killed the little Chaos escorts and warned them that there was an enemy fleet coming, and we're
is beginning
now
to turn
Admiral.
away from the Emperor's light. Treachery, sedition, and heresy have broken out like a plague upon our worlds. Admiral Spire, your new rank entitles you to command a small war fleet of Imperial Navy ships. It is your task to ensure the citizens of the Imperium remain safe and loyal.
So we're gonna do the communist thing and just kind of wrench their arm until they do what we say. Imperial soldiers gone rogue will try to take systems from you. These traitors are not part of any threat, but lost systems will give you penalties depending on the system's type, nonetheless. Each turn, some worlds may become seditious. Okay. Hold the Gothic sector. Across the void of known space, enemies of the Imperium are legion, lurking and awaiting an opportunity to strike its planets and territories. Every sector must be held by local fleets in order to defend the Emperor's systems and loyal subjects. Each world has its own benefits. Try not to lose them to anyone. If you lose more than 50 systems, the Gothic sector will be lost and you'll lose the game. Oh, so this is going to be like a planetary annihilation campaign, except they can take planets back and it's going to be a toss-up.
Your first assignment is to put an end to the unrest and rebellion threatening a nearby system.
Okay. 50 renown if we're victorious, 25 if we're defeated, 30% of the cost of the destroyed enemy ships, 15% of the cost of the heavily damaged enemy ships. Set up an ambush, and the enemy is composed of Imperial ships. Okay. I guess we're launching.
This interface helps you prepare your fleet for the next mission. At the head of every fleet is the flagship. You must select one of your vessels as the flagship for each assignment. Choose your Dauntless Light Cruiser as the flagship for this first operation. You have another captain assigned to your command. This captain commands a Dauntless Light Cruiser and will assist you for the duration of the mission. Add his ship to your fleet. Smaller ships of the escort class can provide fire
so they're giving us a free ship
or scout for the enemy. The Firestorm frigates are a good choice for this assignment. Once your fleet is prepared to engage the enemy, you should set course for the target system at once.
What's the Firestorm? What do they have? They've got a couple of double macro turrets and light prow lance. They have one of each, don't they? I guess we're ready. I am familiar with that interface, so I don't have to worry about it.
Admiral, the fleet has reached
So
the
one
last
of them
known
has a
position
prow
of the
lance.
heretic ships. Their sedition must not stand. How shall we deploy our flagship?
Okay, so this is the deploying mechanic. This is what happens for the majority of any mission that you do. Looks like we don't get to know where they start out. We're gonna go ahead and go for this cloud right here. This will give us cover so they can't see us. But they're gonna make me deploy here anyway.
Now that your cruisers are deployed,
I guess we're doing
you
a
must
staggered
next
approach.
determine where to place the Firestorm escort vessels.
We
Your
only
new
have one, bro.
promotion has placed you in command of the entire fleet, Admiral. That means you can order your captains to adopt engagement modes during the battle. These engagement modes define how your captains act in battle. You can change the engagement modes at any time.
Admiral, the Firestorm escort ships have powerful prow weapons. I would advise setting these ships to a frontal attack. A good understanding of each ship's weapons is the best way to know which engagement mode to use. The macro
So
cannons
prow
on our
lances, I know,
ships are
do
most effective
very
when
large
fired
burst
at
damage.
short range.
Now that we've deployed the fleet, it is
They
time
want us to
root
go
out
ahead and
these
do short
rebellious
range.
traitors. All ships, coordinate your movements.
I guess we're ready.
We will advance as one group at the same speed.
Course
We will set course for a gas cloud and use it to ambush the rebel ships. Once our ships enter the gas cloud, it should mask our fleet's emissions.
So they didn't let me line up because they're doing a tutorial on gas clouds, so that's fine.
Engines to maximum!
Let's do a full burn and get over there. The enemy's in that gas cloud over there. I know that for a fact. I watched them go in.
Cruising speed set!
Let's cancel that full burn. Let our fuel regenerate.
Your orders?
And I'm gonna have the Dauntless stay at 6K range and broadside. Do we have a light double macro, light macro battery?
The trap is set.
Heavy prow lance. So the Dauntless has the prow lance.
Sir, I've detected an enemy vessel.
Oh, they've got torpedoes.
Engage.
Wait until you have identified your target, Captain.
I have a probe ready to launch, Admiral. That ought to tell us what we're looking at.
Very well, Captain. Launch the probe.
Choose where you want the probe to go. The probe will identify any nearby signals.
The probes are a probe, and they have a little radar area, and they will detect things for us. So it's just going to go out there, and it's going to, once that thing gets into this thing's range, we'll be able to see what kind of ship it is.
Confirmed. That ship belongs to the traitorous rebels.
Now that we have identified the ship, our weapons cogitators can automatically target the enemy vessel.
All ships, attack the enemy vessel.
We're going to go ahead and go on auto, and I believe it's right click. Yep.
Awaiting orders.
There it goes. Auto engage. Auto engage.
So,
we fired those torpedoes off. Looks like one connected.
Send you to bring us to heel. There are other powers in the galaxy besides the.
Looks like we got a fire on board for them, which is already a significant advantage.
And your devotion.
Understood. Setting course.
Took a huge hit. Huge hit. We're gonna go ahead and just zoom behind them. We don't want to crash into our own.
We concentrate fire on their plasma generator. Targeting the plasma generator drains the ship's power. They'll have difficulty using their warp engines.
So now what they've taught us is that we can go ahead and right click or left click these guys and select things to kill. We can focus the deck, we can also focus the engines, and we can focus weapons, or what we already focused out, which was their shielding. So now that the shielding's down, we can go ahead and do a boarding action.
Understood.
There's two types. There's a lightning strike, which is what just happened, and then there was the one that I just did. Let's get a full stop going on over here.
Underway.
And we're gonna go ahead.
Cruising speed set.
Now we're gonna move and
execute.
Disengage that.
This is a battle we
High
cannot
energy
win.
turn.
I'm taking my ship out of this mess.
Admiral, he is activating his warp engines and preparing to disengage from the battlefield.
This cowardice cannot be tolerated.
He's literally
Admiral,
undamaged.
We must put an end to this pitiful display and make an example of this craven fool.
Ship ready.
Admiral Spire, this is Lieutenant Krath.
So you can execute the captain and cancel the warp if you so desire.
You've been promoted to captain. Follow my orders and we'll get through this.
As you command, Admiral.
Course plotted.
Firing torpedoes. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and let them
Engines hot.
re-engage on their own Discord. We're going to use lightning strikes. We're going to go ahead and use this. What this does is lets our ship repair for a duration.
New vector.
We're going to execute a high energy turn. And now we're going to execute a full burn to get behind them.
Yes, Admiral.
We're going to launch this guy around.
Orders received. Lock on target.
We're going to go ahead and do this, and we're going to do our deck commands of accuracy now. Hopefully the critical damage will assist us. And now we're going to full burn.
That's your command.
Orders received. Acknowledged.
We're going to change this to a 3 kilometer
and is attempting to disengage.
range.
I have a strike team of Navy armsmen ready to sabotage
And
the
we're going to go ahead and
enemy's
cancel
warp
that order
engines.
right there.
We must act quickly
And in
use the
fact,
ship's
we're going
teleportarium
to
launch the attack.
Awaiting orders.
Fool! Your faith in the Emperor
wants
is as
us to
false
do
as
this.
your courage.
Silence this heresy. Fire all weapons.
Cruising speed set.
We're going to fire torpedoes point blank.
We should keep our distance from the enemy ship, sir. It will soon explode.
Rammed him a little bit.
Acquiring new vector. All ahead.
All ships, you fought with valor this day, and proven yourselves worthy of the Imperial Navy.
And there we have it.
Set course to leave the system. I must report our victory to Lord Admiral Ravensburg.
I probably should have gone with a reload order rather than an accuracy order on the Dauntless Mark II. That way it could have pummeled a little bit harder. Increase the DPS rather than the crit chance. Because it was engaging at 3k range, which means it's hitting majority of the time anyway. But it looks like it leveled up, and we are almost level 3 right there. However, it looks like we are already approaching being out of time. So let's go ahead and come back in here and see what it's got left for the
exceeded
tutorial.
my expectations, Admiral. However, other seditious forces are making themselves known in the Gothic sector. I would like you to meet Fabricator Cambrius. He is in charge of the
course they
Adeptus
are.
Mechanicus shipyard at Port Moore.
Admiral, you and your fleet can repair and upgrade your vessels at Port Moore. By the Omnisire, my tech priests stand ready to assist you. Your current rank allows you access to the most common classes of
The
vessel.
tech priests.
As you grow in renown throughout the Gothic sector, larger classifications of ships will become available. Follow me, Admiral Spire. I wish to show you the sacred shipyards of Port Moore.
I'm an admiral, and I'm limited in what ships I can select, for real. So let's go to Port Moore, and we'll see what we can do in terms of ships. We've unlocked a new cruiser slot, and we have one additional deployment per turn.
Harbor in the
Okay.
Segmentum. Here, you can see what services are available to you at your current rank, experience, and renown. There are several shipyards in operation at Port Moore. Follow me, Admiral, and I will lead you to the docking bay. It is time to show you what my shipyard can provide to meet the needs of your fleet. This panel displays the
We're going to have our
statistics
needs
of an
met.
individual
All right.
vessel. Using this interface, you can see your ship's standard characteristics. The weapons of your ship are also displayed here. Pay close attention to the weapons information displayed here in order to better understand. This panel displays the general attributes of your ship.
So I'm not going to listen to him. I already am familiar with the shipyard. It's used everywhere else in the game that I've already played. So basically we can upgrade our ships. We have upgrades to our ships that we can't click on yet.
Captain, and by focusing your attention on an individual crew member, the crew can improve their skills and benefit your... The captain of this ship has earned a promotion. You should start.
Alright. So they want us to go ahead and upgrade our navigator. That's not a decision I would make, but it looks like they're making us do it.
Different systems on each ship can be improved with modules
I'm not going to do that.
upgrades. Such systems include these improvements are acquired by game. I have set a...
Okay, these are where our upgrades are. There's various ones focused on our engines, our generator, our deck, our hull, or our weaponry. I prefer weaponry upgrades, but it looks like they're making us take our generator, which is going to increase our overall shields by 100 points.
Tech module on your ship. The modules you can install improve different aspects of the ship.
So now we're going to skills.
Include defense, damage, control, support, recon, and maneuver. The number of modules that can be installed is limited by the ship's tonnage. Now, install the Shield Overload module. This will boost your shield's effectiveness for a short time during battle.
Okay, so they're making us make the Dauntless a tank, sadly. But it's going to go ahead and supercharge Void Shield becomes impenetrable for 10 seconds. That's pretty sweet. I like that.
You should return to the sector map for your next assignment.
Oh, we're not going to upgrade this one? I don't think I'm going to go ahead and just go to the Gothic sector. I think I'm going to upgrade that Dauntless Mark II. But that's it for this episode, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one for the next episode of Battlefleet Gothic Armada. Have a good one.